Oh, I know what you mean.
I
There's
want to.
other random movie that came out that I guess just went off
Yes.
in box office weekend or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what the movie's called though.
Mm-hmm. I forgot what it was called. It was an indie film.
Yeah, it's an indie film, and I guess that it had like one of the largest box office weekend openings ever for like a limited release or something. So now they're trying to like release it globally, and I guess it's that good.
Oh yeah. Oh
So,
yeah.
you think it'll beat Avengers?
It could.
You know.
Not gonna lie, it could.
As a heads up, this is how we're starting the podcast. I've officially started it because I know Ernie's back. So
Oh, okay. Well, I was just fucking digging around with my phone, but that's fine.
yeah, it's all good, man. Well, hello, internets. Welcome to the
Hi,
LP3
Yeah,
episode
what up, bitches?
18. I'm your host, Carlos, along
it.
with Blink and Ernie. Ed still sucks again because he's
Yeah.
fucking too busy streaming, trying to be a cool kid. It'll never happen, but you know, whatever. So
Let him dream big. He doesn't have anything else.
that's true. He is a loser. Very true. But yeah, so it's like we were just talking about. It's the whole thing with the Avengers Endgame. How they re-released it with like an extra 6 minutes of footage, I guess, because they were trying to beat Avatar for like most money ever made. Blah blah blah, and I guess they're like a few 100,000 away from beating it, but I don't think they're gonna do it, unfortunately. And it's funny too because people are like arguing like crazy. It's like that's not fair. Avatar was out for 8 months. Avengers only been out for like 2. Blah 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 blah. It's like, yeah, well, that sucks. Maybe don't release a DVD so fucking quick. Because didn't they already announce when it's coming out?
Supposedly yes, from what I know, because they just announced it at Comic-Con today. Actually, the Russo Brothers were the ones talking about the Endgame home release.
So see, that's another problem too. Like, I don't think anything is ever gonna beat Avatar because it's honestly, I think Avengers was like the one and only shot. I can't think of anything else that can come out. Maybe a Star Wars movie, because upcoming Star Wars movie isn't it? It's the last one of the trilogy, so maybe this one might have a shot, but I still don't see it happening.
Possibility. But yeah, really quickly on that. So Endgame is supposed to be releasing August 13th for physical copy, and it's already set for pre-order on both Amazon and iTunes for like Amazon, I believe, and iTunes is $20 because it's a digital. I want to say, and then also Disney just announced that it'll hit digital stores on the 30th of July, or digital services, I should say. So it's like right around the corner.
Jeez. So quick to release. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate it personally. I like that like DVDs and stuff come out so quick after a movie comes out. Because back then it took like almost a year to come out.
Right? Fucking decade later, and I finally got the movie I wanted.
Yeah, like I said, Avatar was in theaters for like 8 months. Another movie that lasted in theaters for a very long time. I remember because I used to work at the theater when it came out. The Incredibles, Part 1. That shit was in theaters for like 11 freaking months. No joke. And people were still almost selling that thing out till like finally like the final month or so. The 11th month finally started to kind of calm down. But yeah, that thing was selling out for like a solid 10 months. It was insane. I'm surprised that thing didn't ever contend.
I mean, it depends, I guess, nowadays with like a lot of the CGI and whatnot. And I think the biggest thing is just the plots and how long they can carry them for. Like, for instance, when we had Endgame, like the story kind of accumulated really well with all the other ones. And it's kind of nice how they introduce a lot of this stuff. But I mean, all the other ones were just standalones, like just pretty easy standalone, different stories. These ones were standalones, but also interconnected with everything all the way up until the end.
And they did a great job with it. I mean, And I don't know, with the whole Avatar thing, like, Jesus Christ.
But we're still waiting for number 2, right? Supposedly.
After how long? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I
but
don't know.
goddamn, people hype this movie up saying it's the greatest film of all time. I'm like, okay, it was good, but goddamn, it wasn't like the most greatest movie of all time. No way. Not to me, at least.
It was super pretty. Like,
It was
Yeah.
very
that was my takeaway from it. Like, it was super pretty.
Yeah.
The storyline of it was so cut and dry, though. That was such a
Mhm.
by
No,
the
I agree.
numbers, like standard Pocahontas type of storyline. I was like, okay,
Yep.
this is fine, I guess. Still cool though.
Oh man. And then part 2. Do you think part 2 will make anywhere near what part 1 made? Or is it just going to be so much hype that people are going to be kind of like whatever about it once it finally comes out?
I think only, but this is just my particular opinion, only because I have suffered from this quite a few times on several different things. I think it's not going to do as well, only because people are going to be so hyped up about it that when they see it, it's going to be a massive disappointment from what
Like
they expect.
Duke Nukem.
Yeah. But Duke Nukem, that was just a disappointment, even if you had no hopes for that damn game. That was a
man.
fucking shit fest.
20 years in the making, solid turd. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Poor Duke.
So,
That's
I
funny.
imagine like the next Avatar will be good. Like overall, it'll be good, but just because people's opinions are going to be so high for it, it's not going to do as well.
Oh yeah. No, I completely agree with you on that one. I think it's way too hyped up now, or it will be,
Yeah.
especially once it gets there. But you're gonna have that half bit of people that are just sick and tired of waiting, and they're just like, oh, whatever. And then you're gonna have the diehards who are gonna be like, this is gonna be the greatest movie. It's gonna trump every other one for whatever season, like of the year, or all that stuff. And it's just gonna kind of like be moderate.
Yeah.
Unless they have like a really like strong, compelling story, I don't see it doing that well at all.
It's going to be the same storyline from Pocahontas Part 2. Just watch.
Oh
One
my
of the
god.
aliens is going to go to
dude.
Earth.
I am gonna be so upset, especially if if I hear any of them break out into song, I'm leaving immediately. I'm done. I'm not fucking watching this.
Speaking of breaking out in song, we now have Lion King that is out, correct?
Yeah, but
Is
if you've
that
seen
out
it,
now?
don't tell me the ending. I don't want
Oh
to.
no! I haven't even touched it. I haven't even bothered to like go in there. I'm waiting like a good maybe week or two before I can go watch it. Like I'd probably watch it if it's still out by the time everybody goes back to school, because it'll be a lot easier.
Yeah, by far.
I mean, I'm not in a rush to see it. Like all these Disney movies that are coming out, like it's cool that they're finally doing it, but I definitely wouldn't go into one of like the opening weekends for these movies, because I'm like, well, we know the storyline, we know what happens. I mean, it's just realistic now, I guess. But I can wait.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of my opinion on it. Like there are certain ones of like the Disney realization that they're fucking doing now is that I don't really care to watch, but Lion King would be one that I want to check out, but I don't have to exactly. I don't care if I miss it. And I think that's more of just like my own like personal gripe with it is I liked The Lion King as a cartoon, seeing it in like real quote unquote real CG and everything. I'm just like everything looks fucking weird. Like Pumbaa looks terrifying. I don't care if his
Voiced by
voice is
Seth
all
Rogen.
friendly and whatnot, but he looks terrifying just because they base him off the real fucking animal.
Yeah.
But yeah. Then you have something like Aladdin. I actually have no desire to see that whatsoever. I mean,
I did see that in theaters.
heard it's done well and everything, but I can't do it for couple different reasons. One, I'm completely biased to Robin Williams being the genie. I may like Will, but I'm sorry, dude. Like, I'm gonna be watching your whole performance, and I can't not compare you to him, and that's gonna kind of ruin the experience for me. So,
but yeah, and that's kind of what a lot of people are saying. Like, that's how you kind of have to go to this movie with like that mentality that you can't really think of it as like a Robin Williams type of replacement. I guess you kind of have to, fresh start.
I mean, it is a replacement, regardless of how you want to put it. It's straight up replacement, only because it's not around anymore. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's because I can't turn off that section of my brain for certain things. So that just happens to be one of them. So I won't ever be watching that. But even though I'm like 50-50 now that I've done a little bit more information gathering on the next one, because I saw the teaser for Milan, and that actually looks pretty cool. But I do have some worries about it, only because they're taking certain things out.
Didn't they take out the dragon?
From what they're taking out some key features, from what I understand. But whether it's actually true or not, I have no idea. I hope it is, because I would love to actually watch a Disney movie that does not break out in like 5 minutes worth of songs every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, apparently that's something that might be fixed. I already stated I'm not watching Aladdin. So
come on, Milan's got one of the best songs out there, dude. Be a man.
Only when Jackie Chan sings it. Okay, just saying. Yeah, he sings that song. It's very entertaining. But yeah, right now, those are the two I'm kind of looking forward to: is Lion King and Mulan. Lion King, just because I loved the Lion King animated version of it. And Mulan, I actually liked Mulan out of most of the Disney princess movies. So
did you want to be Mulan?
I'm hoping it does well. I mean, I'm Asian, so I'm already partway there. I have long hair. There's another part.
Dude, you should have been in the movie.
Goddamn right. Cast me as Mulan, bitches. We'll fucking do a gender bender for this shit.
Wow.
I mean,
wow.
You're going to cause like a whole nother like internet meltdown, because like, it just reminds me of how people were fucking losing their shit with this whole Little Mermaid casting. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Good Lord.
God.
I've been reading comments and it's like, this is ruining my childhood. I'm like, how? Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Oh man. And then there's like, and you know, people talk about Little Mermaid too. It's like, y'all do know that this is not like an original Disney story. Like, The Little Mermaid was a very dark, effed up story, like,
I mean, none of Disney's stories are original. They all come from a fucked up fairy tale.
Yeah, like, but they all have different endings and they're all evil. Like, the Little Mermaid dies in the original movie, and the other one, Beauty and the Beast, like, the Beast like kills her or something like that. Instead of falls in love with her, he just like eats her or some shit. Like, it's all fucked up. These stories are all meant to scare children.
Yeah, because they're all grim tales. That's what they are.
Yeah,
they just modified. Disney just modified them to be in the I guess comfort of kids, or at least to appeal to kids and make it more of a fantasy come true. But yeah, all these grim tales, like Little Mermaid, is actually loses her voice and then tries to kill a guy and all. It gets fucking weird. But that one's, I know, one of the gruesome ones. But yeah,
the one that threw me for a loop was I think it was the Cinderella story, where everyone was like cutting off parts of her fucking feet in order to fit in the slipper.
Yeah,
it was like, oh yeah, fucking god, what the hell? That one had my head spinning. I was like, whoa, maybe not the best entry point right now.
And like, one of the sisters gets the prince because she ends up cutting like half her foot off, so she fits in it just fine, and then the prince marries her because he's a dumbass, I guess. But yeah, it's all these stories are very twisted, and Disney just, don't get me wrong, they did it right, because shit, look how big they are now by making all these fantasy stories, and you always marry the prince and blah 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 blah, whatever.
I was like, did they do it right? I don't think they did it right. I think all they did was just change the ending. That's all they did. Otherwise, they just followed through
Cleaned
with
it
the
up a
whole
little
fucking
bit. I mean, I'm talking about all these stories. Yeah, they kind of clean them up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Not as much death, I guess. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, majority of it was death.
but yeah, no, people freaking out about the whole casting of Ariel. One thing that I'm not going to be happy about if they do for sure do the casting is Melissa McCarthy or whatever as Ursula. I never liked her as an actress. I'm sorry. She bothers me. She's
No.
just annoying.
I feel like she's just more. It's just gonna be more like more of a comedy with her, because I mean she's a great comedian. Don't get me wrong. She's a very decent actor or actress, excuse me. But I feel like she fits more in comedies than anything. But I know that's what Disney does. Disney does that like half funny, half lovey-dovey romance, and kind of like a rom-com, so to speak, but a kid's version. I don't know how I feel about it, because every time I see her, I think of just like funny movies, and I don't see her being like taking a serious point in this one. Like I can't.
Every time Ed sees her, he wants to drink poison. Like Ed is like, he just hates her.
Wow,
I kind of agree with him though, because like, yeah, she's funny, but like most of her comedy is just her falling down. Like all of her movies, she just falls
She's
over herself.
She's the Chris Farley of now in a female form.
Oof, I don't know if I would compare her to Chris Farley though. Chris Farley was good.
But I mean the whole like SNL skits where he's always making a ruckus, falling down, stuff like that. Now, I wouldn't say necessarily acting wise or anything like that, or pure comedy, but the whole SNL skits where he's the dad breaking the table, or lay off me, I'm starving. little tidbits here and there, but that's how I would be comparing her to an extent. I wouldn't say it would be fully, but if you were to generalize who would be the Chris Farley of now, I'd have to say it would be hers in female form, basically.
I like I said, I'm still not sure about her being Ursula though, because I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can go back to the internet. Everybody's hoping that they're petitioning for Guy Fieri.
What?
Yeah, with his hair. Those frosted tips, dude. Those frosted tips.
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
I'll take it.
Yeah, the internet even wants them. The internet's just going crazy over everything. Like it's just
they are, dude.
It's just this
lately,
social
like some of the shit that's been
bomb.
popping up on like different feeds, like on my Facebook feed and my YouTube feed, because like I follow a few different things that are video game related on both. My YouTube feed though, it's like blowing up with a bunch of different like internet's complaining about this today. Internet's complaining about this today. Oh, hey, look, they're complaining about this today. I'm just like,
it really is like that now.
Like the titles of them are enough to actually have me interested to see, okay, well, what are the details behind this? Every single one of the complaints that I've seen, I'm just like, everyone is fucking complaining about bullshit. Like, I don't understand what you guys are crying about. I legit can't understand any of it. But some of it, makes maybe a tad bit of sense, like minuscule amount. But most of it, like, here's an example. And people are probably going to fucking hate me for it, but that's fine. I don't understand.
Start a riot on our channel.
Probably. But not too long ago, a newsfeed popped up, and whatever truth there is behind it, I have no idea. The internet is the internet. Take it with a grain of salt, obviously.
Yeah.
But apparently, there are enough complaints against Crash Bandicoot, Crash Team Racing.
Yes.
Because of a skin.
Yep.
For an animal character.
Mm-hmm.
An animal. I am sorry, people. You're really going to be hurt about that? For one, it's fiction. For two, it's an animal. I'm sorry. If you're comparing yourself to an animal, then you might have some issues to address with yourself. Maybe go to counseling. I don't know, but I don't understand. I can't understand. It's a skin.
Yeah,
If you
I
don't like it,
read
don't
about
fucking
that.
use it.
I guess one of the characters, like, I forgot what they called themselves. Like, they renamed it to Summertime whatever. It used to be like Strawberry whatever. And I guess
yeah, it
people
was
found
like
it racist 'cause-
watermelon, then the character's name or whatever.
and because they had a watermelon T-shirt on, and they made the character's like fur a little darker, but named it watermelon whatever. So of course people freaked the hell out. That's racist. That's not right. And they changed the name to like Summertime, whatever their name is. And I was like, good fucking lord. The internet has given like the public too much power. Like, goddamn.
Straight up, if it was me and I was in charge of the skins and the people were complaining at me about it, like, oh, why'd you name this watermelon tan or whatever the fuck this fucking skin was called? I'd be like, oh, okay, you want me to change it? Sure. 1 sec. And I just changed the watermelon into a grapefruit. Or not a grapefruit, just a grape. Like, there you go. Grape shirt. Dark skin. Another stereotype. How you gonna like me now?
Asshole and be like, you know what? This skin is now for free for everyone. Enjoy, guys. I wouldn't even change it. But I'm sorry. It's just there's people are just too sensitive about everything nowadays. It's pretty funny now.
I don't even know if I want to call it sensitive. Like, yeah, there's quite a few people that are sensitive out there for no fucking reason other than they just want to cry about it and complain and get as much noise out there as possible. And then you have the others that are fucking crying wolf because they want something out of it. And it's like, seriously, 90% of you people I don't listen to because the way you try and articulate your complaints makes no sense. And I have no sympathy for most everybody that complains about skins on fictional animal characters. I have absolutely no sympathy for any of you or empathy.
Please.
I can't. I'm sorry. They get me very mad. All of them do.
No, I don't blame you. Because I look at my Facebook.
There's been a weird
almost more like 80% of the comments about any sort of post on Facebook right now, it's just people complaining about something. That's un-American. I'm offended by this. I'm going to report it. It's like, oh my God. Grow up.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Grow up. That's all I want to say is just grow up. Fucking Jesus. But then there's like this weird censorship strike thing going on now. Like, for PlayStation's got like a whole censorship thing going on. Like, no adult content, like in adult video games. When I say adult content, I mean partial nudity or adult activities that are implied or not shown, different things like that. All that's like being censored. And like, while I don't have an issue with that, like, whatever, I'm not really playing this game for the sex or the nudity or anything like that.
I am.
But the sheer fact that I'm playing a mature rated game that you cannot purchase without being 18 or older,
or mommy and daddy,
and they're censoring half of this shit. I'm just like, I don't understand what you guys are trying to tell me. You're telling me I am not old enough to see this, even though I'm old enough to buy it. Okay. I don't understand your stance. Sure. We'll go ahead and go with that. Yeah. And not too long ago, I fucking read about a censorship thing going on with Gears of War 5, and it's not even out yet, but they're censoring any potential tobacco that's in the game, even though apparently the creator says that there's absolutely no tobacco in the game or planned to be in the game. I was like, wait, what? I'm sorry.
The whole tobacco
thing.
That just reminds me of Stranger Things, the latest season. Did you guys hear about that shit? That like,
yeah, no, and that's probably why.
That there was like too much smoking in Stranger Things, and it's bad because it's going to encourage children. I saw the whole season, by the way. There was only 2 or 3 characters in the entire show that were smoking, and yeah, you know, you always saw them with a cigarette, but it's like they were all adults. So it was like, okay, and not, you know, none of the kids were smoking, it wasn't every single scene, but they were saying that there was way too much smoking, and even the Netflix folks from Netflix even said, "Sorry, we'll calm it down next time." And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, come on now. Like,
So
it wasn't even
stupid.
that much. Not to mention, the time that this show was set, smoking was kind of like, that was the thing. That was the fad. That was the in thing, So of course there was going to be a lot of smoking back then. But of course, somebody had to complain about it. And yeah, I guess they're gonna, like, for the next season of Stranger Things, they're gonna try to ease up on the smoking.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go right out and say it. All the people that are complaining about that type of shit, you're just bad parents. That's all you are. like, like, if you're so worried about
Damn.
your child getting into this shit, communicate with them. Keep them in the know. Don't just be like, don't do this, because I guarantee you the fact that you said don't do it, that just makes them want to do it. That is a fact of fucking life. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. Suck it up, put on your big boy pants, and just be clear. But don't complain to every fucking media service out there. Like, no, this is too much. No,
Blows
just
my mind.
monitor what your kids are fucking doing.
I get
and
violence.
make sure, like,
and like sex and stuff like that. I get that kind of stuff that people would want to censor it, but like, seriously, smoking? Since when has that become like such a huge deal now? Like, oh man.
Yeah, like I said,
we're
the
in the
whole
era
like
of being
sex and
offended.
nudity thing, I don't particularly care too much about it, but like the sheer fact that they think they have to censor things like that is just like, do you guys actually see any of the games that you're potentially censoring? The most nudity I've ever seen on a game is boobs. That's about it. Oh, and there was a brief like flash of a dick when I was playing. What is that fucking game? I can't remember it.
There's some Wang in GTA 5.
Yeah, there's that, and there's that like prison escape game where you can play with another person and you're both controlling two people. I can't remember the name of that fucking game.
Isn't it called A Way Out?
Yeah, Way Out.
Something like that.
There's like a brief flash of penis on that, like straight up. It's just like,
so they don't even hide it, huh? Just dick.
No. Like, it is like the slowest camera pan while the character is like moving. I'm like, are they really going to show it? Are they actually going to show it? Or are they going to do like a cool little camera trick to like have a leg or a person in front of her or whatever? Nope. Just fucking bam. There it is. Oh. All right. Well,
jackpot.
Yeah.
Money shot.
That was so shocking to me. Like, just because like I was so used to just like most of that stuff just kind of being hidden away, like by some clever tactic, convenient person crosses in front of the camera or character turns around or is spooked before they actually get there. But no, this one was just like, yeah, I got a dick down here. Take a look at it. Like, whoa. Gotcha.
I got a dick down here.
Trying to pull an Austin Power moves where they're using like the balloons and the fruit and all that.
Yeah.
Not
That's
this
funny.
one. Just straight up. Look at my
I
dick.
think the most nudity that I could ever remember seeing was God of War. Actually, I want to say it was the first one too. I believe there is a scene where you actually
chicks on a bed.
Yeah, and you have to do the button scheme, and that's how you get experience.
Yep.
I remember that. I mean, of course, they didn't show exactly what happened.
With sex via QTE.
But yes, I do. I remember that. That's, I think, one of the most dominant memories of any type of, I guess, level of nudity in a game that I kind of questioned, like, whoa, they're actually showing this? I mean, wasn't actually showing, but you saw tits, you saw ass, you didn't see the sex scene, but you kind of initiated it and, worked the buttons. So it's pretty interesting. That was funny buttons. Though. Yeah, no, definitely.
It was absolutely hilarious. First time ever seeing that, and I laughed. It's like, this is the most ridiculous thing ever, but it was fucking
Hey,
funny.
but it's experience.
It was experience, easy experience.
It's true.
And, you know, got to satisfy Kratos, got to satisfy a couple women. And then I
Gotta
just went
satisfy
ahead and
myself.
murdered like thousands more.
There you go.
It was a
There
good
you go.
day.
Gosh.
What else you got for us, Carlos?
You know, we were talking about boobies, so I was just letting you all do your thing, you know.
There's no pervert bag this time, so we're good.
There is
Yeah.
no pervert bag
No.
needed this time. No. Oh, before we started the podcast, Ernie, I don't know what podcast it was, but you mentioned about this whole thing with Blade Trinity. Because the reason I remember it, because I wrote it down on my notebook, that they had that alternate ending or extended ending or after the credits bullshit or whatever with the werewolf.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah, the
never
alternate.
saw that. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, I finally looked it up before we started this podcast tonight because I saw it on my list and I was like, I have yet to fucking do that. And I finally saw it. I see why they kind of didn't really include it. It wasn't that good.
Yeah, you see it?
That werewolf looked like a stuffed animal. It was pretty bad.
It was fucking awful.
Oh,
they were like,
man, that's funny.
Murder is murder. And I was like, ugh, Jesus Christ. Like, they really had to say that part.
Yeah.
And yeah. Like I said, to this day, I'm shocked that I never knew about that scene and I never saw it until now. But I didn't miss much, apparently.
No, absolutely missed nothing. And the only reason why I was able to see it is because I actually bought the whole Blade trilogy. So I was able to see all like the deleted scenes, alternate stuff, all that. And that just have to be one of them. So yeah, that's the only reason why I knew about it. Is because I actually bought the fucking movie. I may not like Blade Trinity, but I liked Blade as a whole. So I was happy to just kind of, try and support that a little bit. That was my method. I tend to do that a lot. I may not like the whole fucking thing, but if I at least liked it enough, then I'll throw some money at you. I don't mind.
Hey, there you go.
And the odds of Blade joining the MCU.
You know what? I'd give it a good 46, 47%.
Okay. So you're
I don't
saying
see
there's a
like
chance.
a 25. Like,
I don't see
first-
Wesley coming back. I can see somebody else, but yeah.
Yeah, like they would have to reboot it first, because
Oh yeah.
as much as I
Yeah.
loved Wesley as Blade, like,
And those big, powerful black lips.
yeah, dude. God, just hold me in your arms. No, fucking.
You can
Well, yeah,
slay
they
me
definitely
any day.
need someone else to play him and reboot the series a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, definitely agree.
Yeah. And if I saw that, then I would bump up the percentage of him joining the MCU maybe a bit higher. But I don't know. Blade is so different from like all the movies that they've
typical.
established thus
Yeah.
far. Like it would be interesting
hard
to see
for
how
it
they
to
try and tie
reach.
it in.
Yeah, no, it would just be really hard to see a movie like that reach the caliber of like Avengers or Iron Man or anything, because those are more, not necessarily more of, but have more of a tendency to intergalactic fighting or lead up to it, whereas it's kind of just kind of like the neighborhood Spider-Man, just without the super heavy duty enemies or nemesis.
Yeah. Just
kind of like,
vampires.
Yeah,
This
vampires,
vampire,
werewolves. I
that
mean,
vampire.
the unknown that people don't know of. Like, yeah,
I'll tell you
And
what
it's
I
just-
want to see. I want to see a Blade and Underworld crossover. There we go. Let me see that. That would be badass.
I don't know. I kind of feel like Underworld just like it should stop unless it's gonna like reboot somehow. But
Blade would kill the
Oh,
main
by
character.
far, they need to stop Underworld. But
now I love Kate Beckinsale, fucking great. But yeah,
everything after the second movie, well, I guess the prequel was kind of cool. I liked the prequel. They did that well, but
It was
Plus,
interesting.
everything
Yeah, I think it did.
kind of like.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. The prequel was a nice little addition to kind of like the backstory of it.
Yeah.
1 was great. 2 was, but yeah, I'd leave it at
It
that.
didn't equal the hype of 1, but they
Yeah.
kind of
No, I
they
agree.
did a decent
It
enough.
wasn't a
job of,
full
like,
successor.
expanding.
Oh, no, definitely. Yeah, no, I agree. It gave nothing that would be like, okay, this is what's going to happen next. It kind of just like, that's it.
Yep. It's just like, all right, well, that was a good movie, guys. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I haven't
two that
even, I
came
still
after
haven't even
that,
seen the
like,
new one.
Yeah, Awakening was a piece of fucking art garbage, and then what was the other one? I think the other one was like Blood War. I saw that
Wait,
one.
how many are there?
There's 5 total, I
5.
believe.
What?
You have
Yeah.
There
1,
was
2,
3.
then you have, no, you have 1, 2. Let me actually check this out. Underworld.
Wow, I'm gonna have to look these
Series.
movies up because I really thought there was only 3.
No,
my
so you
God.
have,
Yeah,
You
you probably saw the
have-
prequel and then you were done, Carlos. Like, that's the 3 that me and Nick were talking about. Those are the good ones.
yeah.
And
Oh, okay,
two
so
other
I stopped at the right
averages.
point. Okay, good.
Yeah, so you have the original Underworld, then you had the Evolution, which introduced the combination between vampire and Lycan. And then you had
Yeah.
3, which was the prequel, which was Rise of the Lycans. 4, which was Awakening, which I believe is kind of like the progression from vampire and werewolf combined. And then you had Blood Wars, which is where she's like this ultimate being.
Nope.
Funnily enough, she didn't become an ultimate being until the end of the fucking movie.
course.
Yeah, I mean that's usually how it goes, but yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree
you
with
know,
you. It's just that was the concept
typical.
of it, and
Got my ass kicked. I came back alive. Now I can't be beaten.
yeah,
You know, typical
Usual.
kind of Deus Ex
which I
Machina
mean
type shit.
they dragged that whole idea of the vampire Lycan together. Like they dragged it for a really long time, and I was kind of like, really, this is still going? Like, I would have expected something else, but still
Yeah,
the same thing. Like after the second one, I figured like it was gonna be something completely different, and I thought it was just gonna end at Rise of the Lycans, and but I would have been happy with that. I would have been like, okay, cool, this was good, but nope. Went for 2 more. I don't know why, but
Try to suck as much money as they can.
yeah, I mean that's true.
yeah.
But
I think
I just
either A, they lost sight of what story they were trying to create, or they had too much material that they wanted to get through and not enough money in order to get through it. So they just kind of jam packed everything in with bits and pieces. Like
yeah.
that's what the final 2 felt like to me, which is disappointment, really. But
Well,
I still have them.
I'm in no rush to watch them then. Good to know.
Yeah, no, you don't. Need
And
to,
you didn't even
don't
know
need to
they
rush on those
existed,
ones.
so
Didn't even know they
you
existed.
obviously don't need to watch them.
Yeah, no, you don't need to watch those ones. Those ones are you can skip
Jeez.
those. You know what? Those don't even need to exist. You could just run those under the carpet. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, just
I just
stuff
won't
those
watch
in
them,
a
so
box, put them in the deepest corner of the attic, just
it won't
pack
tarnish
everything else
Yeah.
up in front
the
of
other
them.
3 for me. So hey,
Yeah.
cheers to that. Gosh. Some other news.
Big news actually. Comic-Con is this weekend. Started yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's a very, very big one for all those big nerds out there who either enjoy any type of comic stuff, any type of movie related stuff, you name it, it's out there. And I believe yesterday they kind of talked about I believe Marvel Games was actually doing a panel talking about the new one Ultimate Alliance 3, which just came out today. The Iron Man VR that they were talking about for a while. And then Marvel's Avengers game, I believe they released a little bit of gameplay. I'm not too sure. I haven't really.
I actually heard that was leaked.
Yeah, that's kind of like what
out right now.
Yeah, I was kind of curious about it, and I haven't gotten a chance to look at it. But yeah, I heard it leaked out, and I'm really interested to see how it is. Just because at E3 we didn't really get anything. And I was kind of heartbroken by it, but I mean, what'd you expect? It's Square Enix. A lot of the stuff that we saw from Square Enix was remakes. Hey, guess what? Remake. Hey, check this out. Remake. Let me check the bag really quick. Remake. So I mean, that's. I felt like it was Oprah Winfrey giving us remakes. So you get a remake and you get a remake, and it literally
gets a remake.
Yeah, that's literally what it felt like. But yes, yesterday was one of the big ones being in the Marvel panel. Also, a couple people that were talking about Walking Dead and some other stuff. Batman Beyond's 20th, I believe, 20th anniversary as well. And then today you had a couple people, really big ones. Hulu's talking about Veronica Mars being revealed on their Adult Swim's Rick and Morty, talking about their stuff coming out for their fourth season in the fall, I believe. If you're a Steven Universe fan, that's another one that they were kind of talking about there. And then again, of course, Walking Dead, which I believe it's their 10th season, right? I haven't been caught up on a lot of it, but I believe their 10th series or season is coming out in October.
Jesus.
Which is another one. And another spin-off series. Yeah, there's another spin-off series that's supposed to be coming out. Yeah, it's in the works apparently.
I already got Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wish I could like The Walking Dead. Like
me too. I agree with you.
I'm actually fully caught up with the show. I can't believe
I believe part of season 3 and I kind of just fell off and or it's either 3 or 4, I can't remember, and I just lost all interest. It just wasn't. Oh, did you?
Did better than me. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it there, and I believe a lot of people told me the same thing. They said you pretty much have to power through that to at least another season, and it picks up a little bit. But I just I couldn't. I tried so hard. I'm like, this is just uninteresting to me. There's nothing crazy happening. I see no immediate danger. It's just kind of felt the next place and then the next place and then the next place. And I'm like, oh, come on, dude.
The entire
really? I get it.
Series is like that, unfortunately. Even after the 3rd season, there's a lot of those filler episodes. And then first
I can't
2
do
of the
that.
season, the last 2 of the season, something huge happens. But between that, it's just a whole lot of filler. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I can't do that. I can't even I didn't even finish Naruto or Bleach. I just read the manga.
I powered through I powered through a lot of those fillers. Actually, I skipped maybe, if anything, I skipped maybe 8 fillers that I knew were fillers. And I was just like, yeah, you know what? No, I'm skipping this until it hit the big ones. And I'm like, okay, this is what I need to watch. I don't need to see Naruto and his team go fucking help some elderly person in another town that had nothing to do with the storyline. I'm good. Or they do the little the summertime ones. Oh, they're gonna go vacation at the spring and do all that. I'm like, no. Don't take me away from the story. Let's keep it on track. Let's just go. Every anime has the beach scene. Everyone does it.
There's always a beach scene.
Darling in the Franxx. Darling in the Franxx. Yes, that one had a beach scene too. And I'm just like, really?
Yeah. There's always going to be one of 3 things. It's either A, love interest is going to be all shy in a little bikini, notice me? Do you think I look okay? Type of deal. Or damn near pretty much sexual harassment of love interest.
Oh, yeah.
Or C, all of the above.
Yep. Agreed. Agreed.
Like, that's like, but yeah, shit like that. Like, I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna fucking go to the written material because I can read way faster than you people make these fucking episodes, and I can skip anything I don't need to fucking worry about. So yeah.
Agreed there, sir.
Manga I
Agreed
read
there.
way more now, strictly because a lot of the stuff I've started watching, I'm just like, oh my god, this is so fucking shit. Let me just read the manga. Fucking get through this real quick. But yeah, like The Walking Dead, or just it's like one of those shows that I wanted to, and I liked it at first because I like the whole zombie type deal. It's fun, but it got so fucking boring, and I just stopped caring about the characters eventually. Like, I could give a damn about who died anymore. I was just like, can you all just die so I can fucking get to something else? Like, that was my purpose at that point. Just die. Die, die, die. Let me be in this movie so I can murder all of you, and then you can kick me out. I don't care. It's just like, that was my whole thing. I was so tired of it. And I think I came to the realization that when it comes to zombie-related movies or TV shows, I can't do it. Like, they just become so boring at some point in time so quickly. But I can play the shit out of zombie video games. So
there are some good zombie
anyone
movies,
that wants to create like a zombie movie or TV show, just fucking create a video game. I'll fucking play the shit
there's
out
some
of
good
it.
zombie movies out there. Speaking of which, at fucking whatchamacallit, Zombieland Part 2 announced to come out October.
Yep, we got that one.
Can't wait.
We got that one.
Because they did like this like teaser thing, because like everybody was doing like the 10-year challenge or whatever the hell that thing is. And they did that with Zombieland. They did like the 10-year challenge. They showed the same 4 actors 10 years later, and everybody thought they were just messing around. They were just having fun, but no, that was like their way of announcing the movie. Really cool, which I'm super excited. And I think it's called Double Tap. It's like Zombieland 2 Double Tap. Yeah, so really awesome.
Yep. Which is a great title for that. I think it suits
it's perfect.
The atmosphere pretty well with the whole zombie and whatnot. Yeah, no, it looks really good. But speaking of world premieres, we finally have we finally got the Witcher series teaser trailer. If anybody caught that,
I actually was just watching that before you joined.
Yeah, I'm actually excited about it, and I'm trying to keep the expectations very low on this, but it really looks good, and I'm not gonna lie. I think Henry Cavill's take on Geralt is really good.
I think he looks pretty decent really good. As Geralt. Granted, there were like a couple of scenes where he looked a little strange, like his face almost super square. I'm like, what the hell just happened? You look so cool here, and then what just fucking happened to your face?
Yeah. But no, it looks really, really good, and I like the character playing Yennefer. She looks really interesting. I'd like to see how she pulls off this character in the series. But yeah, Carlos, you got to watch that one.
Small snippet of how they're making it. I guess I'm assuming when they say that they're using source material via the books, I think they mean the actual original books and not the video game books, because video game books are based on the video game, obviously.
Yeah, but, they're set on the series of books, the actual The Witcher.
The original one. That has me excited to a certain degree. Granted, there's been a lot of people that have said, yeah, we're staying true to the source material, and I'll watch the movie. I'm like, no, you're not. What the fuck was this?
Yeah.
You either that's cut out half of the shit, or B, you included something new, which was never there.
And that's literally why I'm trying to keep the expectations really low, because as much as I want to throw 100% into this, I'm trying to keep a good, maybe I want to say maybe a good like 70% back, of hype, so I can just enjoy it at the thrill of, okay, I was expecting something like this to happen, but at the same time, I wasn't expecting it to be this good, and be satisfied
Yeah.
somewhere in between. So,
Yeah.
but it does look good, and
Trying to aim for
Carlos,
that.
I recommend you watch that. It does really look good for a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where it goes.
Okay.
Definitely
I'm gonna watch it
worthwhile.
after this.
Oh yeah, please do. Another big thing though, the Russo brothers had a panel today, and
did
they
they?
talked about some pretty interesting stuff. From what I heard yesterday, actually, because technically Marvel's panel is tomorrow. If you guys are interested, I know it's not technically being live streamed, but tomorrow I believe theirs goes around 1:45, 2 o'clock, and it's basically like the Marvel comic stuff. But I know they're supposed to have another one later on around like 5, which I believe is the studios. But they're
Phase
going to be
4.
talking. Yeah, they're going to be talking about Phase 4, which they've kind of already leaked out, saying that Thor 4 is happening. So I heard that was a
Nice.
leak that happened yesterday. But the Russo brothers brought up a couple things. One of the things being on what their next productions are, and I believe Tom Holland is working on one called Cherry, which has nothing to do with any of the Marvel stuff. But if you enjoy, obviously, if you enjoy the Russo brothers and their work, they have a couple things coming out, like 21 Bridges, or no, excuse me, 12 Bridges, I believe, with I always forget the actor's name, but the main actor for Black Panther, he's starring in that one.
Chadwick
That looks
something.
yeah. I always forget.
I remember
I
Chadwick.
love his last name, and I always forget. Bosman.
Not Bozeman.
Or Bozeman.
Bosman?
Yeah, it's
Or
Bosman or
Boswick.
Bozeman. I can't remember. Something like that.
Chadwick Boswick? Shut up, Carlos.
No,
Hold
I think
on.
it's Chadwick Bosman. I want to say it's Bosman, or it could be Bozeman, because it's spelled
Bozeman.
Bose, which it seems like Bozeman.
Chadwick Boswick. No, it's Bozeman.
Whatever. You don't have a
But
last
yes.
name anymore, dude. You're just Chadwick. Be happy.
But yes, he's starring in that one. Looks really good. It's a suspense thriller. So I'm looking forward to that one. Also, they discussed something about if you guys are into the comics. I particularly don't know of this character, but Grimjack, which is an old comic actually, who was, I
I've
believe,
heard
a
of that
sword
name,
for
but
hire.
I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, I'm not. It's a really old one. Company called First Comics, who had started this one, I believe. This dated in this first appearance, I guess, in like 1980s ish. So it's pretty far back.
First appearance, 1983.
Yeah. So, but I believe his first comic ever was in 1984. So, but yeah, that's one that they're planning or talking about working on. Another one they were talking about is the Battle of the Planets remake from the animation or the animated series, I believe. That they were working on. That's another one, which should be interesting.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the. I don't know if you ever remember the characters. They kind of like had helmets that look like birds. If that makes any sense. It's like white, and then they had like a visor that came out like the beak. It's a really old one. It's like 70s, 80s ish. But yeah, that's one that they're trying to do a live action version of that. So basically, old school, like super old school, Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. All thing is Power Rangers.
Yeah,
Just give 'em beaks
that's
and
Yep.
like wingy capes. And then you
Pretty
got
much.
the characters. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's definitely one. But yeah, so tomorrow is a good one to look out for a lot of the stuff, which being the Marvel stuff that's coming out. Also, I've heard a Batwoman series that's also dropping, so that would be interesting to see.
Yeah,
Right on.
I'd like to
Well,
check that one out.
It's going to be a good topic to talk about for
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely have to make
that'll be good.
podcast the San Diego Comic-Con podcast.
Or we'll just make it today, man. We'll just keep it going until tomorrow, and then we'll see what happens. No, I can't tomorrow. I have a concert to go to tomorrow.
Ooh,
I work tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I am seeing, and I know I've mentioned it before plenty of times, my all-time favorite band, Circus Survive, but also we'll be seeing, I believe, Sum 41 will be there, Thrice will be there, The Used will be there, a lot of old bands, really. Let me see what the
Yeah, I was
lineup
just about to
was
say
again.
that. Like, this is like an oldies concert?
Well, it's presented by Rockstar, and
Not
it's
like
called
specific
Disrupt Festival.
oldies, but, you know.
Yeah, but you got, of course, like I said, The Used, you have Thrice, my band's Circus Survive, Sum 41, The Story So Far, Atreyu is going to be there, which would be pretty interesting to watch.
Wow.
They actually just released new material like last month, I want to say. Pretty interesting.
Really? I thought they were dead.
Yeah, I thought so
Not in
too.
the literal sense, they were just gone. Like,
The
dead.
harmonic singer, or the melodic singer, it got a little bit thicker. I'll say that, but still has his voice. Very nice, soothing voice. Sleeping with Sirens. You also have Andy Black, Trophy Eyes, which I've never even heard. These are all like the festival artists. 4 Years Strong, Megan Dia, Juliet Sims.
Goodness.
There's a guy that I can't seem to know how to pronounce, but I want to say it's Hero the Hero, when it's Hyro as his name. Because I know it can't be Hyro the Hero.
that's dumb. I'm sure it's
I mean, it is what
Hero.
it is. And then Memphis Mayfire, which is the other one. So, but it's a very large lineup. It starts at around like, I think 1 or 12, something like that. And then all the big headliners start around 5 o'clock. So I'm hoping to at least see Circus Survive, The Used, and then Sleeping with Sirens with Atreyu. Not too big on Sum 41, but it would be nice to see them. Thrice, I'm very in between. I like some of their stuff, not all their stuff, and I know they're pretty big. And then The Story So Far, I don't think I've heard much of their stuff. So
I think I
we'll be
have
checking
heard
that
them,
out.
but I can't remember.
But yeah, tickets were like
Speaking of-
$60.
Sorry. Speaking
good.
of music, this is something completely random, kind of, but it's on the same topic. The only random part of it is Jeremy Renner apparently is jumping into the music scene. I don't know how long he's been in the music scene, but he, for whatever reason, my YouTube feed was like, hey, you were listening to this stuff. Why don't you listen to Jeremy Renner? I'm like, Jeremy? Like the fucking Hawkeye?
He's
that
been
what
in
you
music
mean?
for a
What the
little
fuck?
bit, and I don't know if he's like some sort of producer too. I'm not sure, but like he's been in the music business for a little bit now. I read about that somewhere.
Yeah. I just listened to one of his songs like earlier in the week. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it looks like
man.
he's got about 5. He's got about 5 songs out right now.
Fucking threw me for a loop. But
Yeah.
So far, I've enjoyed what he has. He's definitely not like my all-time favorite, but you know, if it came on the radio, I'd be like, oh, sweet.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely.
Well, it was like one of those random things that my YouTube was like, hey, you'd be interested. I don't know how we got here, but okay, thank you. Like,
Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention to you guys, and I can't believe I missed this. Top Gun. Top Gun has a new.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah.
New Top Gun movie. Dude, they've already confirmed a volleyball scene in it as well.
It looks really, really, really freaking good.
Oh man,
the
is
whole
Val
thing
Kilmer in
looked
it? Isn't
really
he like
nice.
super fat?
I don't know, but I mean, I can probably see that happening. But,
He's
but yeah,
gonna
no,
get
it looks really good. That's one I'm looking forward to when it comes out. I believe it's called Maverick. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that one, and a lot of the cameos and all that too that like popped up. Like you saw a lot of stuff. Like it was cameo after cameo, and I'm just like, yes, this looks so good. I'm looking forward to that one. And Jay and Silent Bob, we got the reboot.
Oh God, I know, and that one too. Jesus, I'm writing this
and that
down
one
for
actually looks funny.
something we can talk about next week as well. The reboots. Gosh,
Oh yeah.
because there's a couple others out there too.
But I think that was more of a poke at the reboots, which I think they did a pretty good job.
Jesus,
Alright, I'm fine with that. Anything that can make fun is
right?
always fun in my book. Like I can do that.
Oh yeah, no,
Amen.
it looked hilarious. It looked hilarious. They're like supposed to stop the production of their movie where they tried to stop the production of their movie from their it's like what? I'm like confused. If you watch the trailer, like you'll completely understand what I'm talking about, but it's like, yeah, it goes back to their old one, how they tried to stop the production of the movie of their comic book, and then now they got to stop it again, and it's weird. It's just like, all right.
Well, I suppose on that topic as well, I don't know if either one of you have seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil, but
I have
I
seen
saw
bits and pieces.
part of it. It's kind of ridiculous.
it's fucking hilarious. I love that movie. It just makes me laugh every time. But
God.
apparently, the creators behind it are working on a sequel to that movie.
Why?
Strictly because they want to do it for the fans. According to what they say, they just wanted to make the movie for the fans. They don't care about the money or anything like that. But they have the original actors coming for it. So like I can't remember the fat guy's name, but Alan, he's gonna be back in it, and I don't know if they're bringing back the chick that was a love interest, but yeah,
Jesus.
apparently they want to make a sequel for the fans, which I'm one, so I'll be happy if it does come out. But
We'll see.
yeah, I'll be very entertained. Nothing is better than me than having somebody make an excuse for he just jumped right into the wood chipper. I swear it had nothing to do with it.
Such a stupid movie. It's entertaining, but it's so fucking dumb. All right. We're going to call it here. We already know the next topic for next week's podcast. Comic-Con, movie reboots, and I guess I'm going to listen to Jeremy Renner music, and we'll talk about that too. So we'll see what happens there.
No, actually, what we need to talk about next time is Ultimate Alliance. Now that it just came out.
Ooh, yes, I actually want to get that game, so I'm gonna get that game. So
You haven't gotten it?
I haven't bought it yet.
What?
I know, I'm a fucking failure.
Dude, you're the one that talked about it the most.
I know.
How excited you were. You're
biggest hard on for it, and I don't even have it yet. I'm fucking terrible.
Wow. I mean, Ernie's got it. How do you not have it?
I know. I'm ashamed of myself.
And Ernie does have it. I just haven't played it yet, but I do have
it. I've gotten to at least the part where I can change my characters, which isn't that far along. But if you guys want to play, I'll play with you guys. It's online co-op.
Future group up.
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna get a fourth. I'll get Ed to do it. He's got a Switch.
Fuck Ed.
Right? Fucking streamer. All right. Then we're gonna call it a podcast here. Next week, it's gonna be the San Diego Comic-Con, the movie reboots, and some Marvel Ultimate Alliance. But until then, Internet, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you for the next podcast.
See you later.
Why did you do it like that?
Because I wanted to.
Ugh, don't do that. That's weird.
Bye, Internet.
Bye.
Later.